As never seen before on television, we finally could see the way Donald Trump likes to negotiate. It is the way he wants it or not. What happened? After a short meeting in the White House between Zelensky, Trump, and Vance, Zelensky was kicked out of the White House. After Trump could again not listen to somebody with another opinion, let's start at where it all begun. Trump during his election campaign claimed he could solve the problem of the war in the Ukraine within one day. It would have never started if he would have been the president at that moment. And it is all the fault of Biden. Let's analyze his lies about the Ukraine from the beginning. Starting with his first lie, the war started already in 2014 during Trump's first term as a president, and he did not do anything. It started following Ukraine's revolution of dignity. Russia occupied and annexed Crimea, part of the Ukraine, and supported pro-Russian separatists with the Wagner Group, who began fighting the Ukrainian military in the Donbass War. These first 8 years of conflict also included naval incidents and cyber warfare. In February 2022, Russia launched a full-scale invasion of Ukraine and began occupying more of the country, starting the biggest conflict in Europe since World War II. The war itself we will not cover any further in this video. Let's continue with Donald's second lie. After his election, Trump did actually started negotiations but without the Ukraine or the rest of Europe. And it turned out to be actually negotiations with Russia about completely something else. Building up a new relation with Putin about trade between the US and Russia. The war in the Ukraine looks like not so important. Adding one more lie to the list, making it number 3. After protests from out of Europe and the Ukraine, Trump started to change his whole point of view, siding completely with Putin. First of all, Zelensky was a dictator, and Russia did not start the war but the Ukraine did. We count in this case, lies number 4 and 5. Of course Ukraine did not start the war. Both in 2014 and 2022 it was Russia attacking the Ukraine and not in any other way. It is well documented that the war takes place in the Ukraine and not in Russia. May be difficult for Trump but to make it more easy for him. If you write the two names of the countries, one start with a U, the other one with a R. Zelensky is also not a dictator because there have been no elections during the war. Because of the war there is a status of martial law in the Ukraine, making it against the constitution of the Ukraine to hold elections. Elections would also be unfair at the moment because of the high number of displaced people and mobilized soldiers in the army and fighting at the front lines. Recently the parliament in the Ukraine voted again to extend the period for the martial law, and also his political opponents supported this and his position as a president. Trump also started to pressure the Ukraine to sign a deal about the rare earth minerals in the ground, claiming that the US supported the Ukraine under Biden for an amount of $500 billion, counting the number of lies now at 6. And to build up the pressure even more threatened to cut off the Ukraine from Starlink. Now after looking pathetic to the rest of the world siding with Putin, and after being corrected by other world leaders, Trump again suddenly turned around again with 180 degrees, and said that Zelensky was the best president ever in the Ukraine. After questions by journalists he even said that he never called Zelensky a dictator. Making the number of lies now 7. Zelensky and Trump made the base now for a new deal about the rare earth metals in the ground, which is a little more fair. But during the meeting Trump started to change this again. The boiling point came after Zelensky pointed out that a by Trump suggested ceasefire without any guarantees is not good for the Ukraine, because it gives Russia just the opportunity to rearm itself to start on full scale again. What do you think about what happened? Write it in the comments. Thank you for watching. To help our channel grow, please comment, share, like and subscribe. Don't forget to hit the bell icon to get a notification for our next videos coming soon.